check in with her now.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Buckeyes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Ball State's offense will start this game off with the football. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Buckeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. His coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They're working that left side. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation. They practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Trying to barrel in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Sayin. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught him. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The short hands. It's Ward. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The run inside. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Powers forward. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right?
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Middle of the end zone, and he's got it!
And I think in plays like this, David, when you're down by the goal line on 4th down, you've got to dial something up that you know you can execute in your sleep. And the QB and his target, they look like they've been doing that for years in practice.
And it used to be run, show your physicality. Now, man, space, numbers, the passing game developing. You could tell, you're right. Right on rhythm, right in time, big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Guys, what I can see here on the Ball State sidelines, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for open space. It's Horton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. After the run, now to throw. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Cardinals are in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Ward. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell over.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Finding some room. Touchdown, Buckeye! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unleashes one. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Under fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Headed outside. It's Horton. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Thacker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thompson. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Here's Sayin to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes a catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Breaks into the open. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach could go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sends it back in motion. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game. And you can tell, all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes. They've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Shoots it to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Got a man, it's Smith. At the 35, he's got room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about...
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Fielded in the end zone, it's Nelson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team eliminating any potential drama with the onside kick, and the clock is going to run out on this one. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.